Hey, what's going on? I just want to show you guys how to do a retrofit on a Ram truck. Any truck that has the projector headlights, you could do this on. I normally start by removing these screws that you see here. These are 8 millimeters. Um, then after that point, I'll normally heat up the oven to about 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'll like leave it in there for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I'll take it out, and I guess I'll start, going at the edges of it. I normally start at the bottom there, and I guess I'll go over that in the next video. But if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll try to help out the best I can. But from there, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I pretty much have the bottom part of the headlight pretty loose. I guess since my truck is still new, this permit seal it really wasn't a problem. I've done this once before this, and I had a 6-year-old car, and it was really hard. But like I said, this one's coming on pretty good. I have an opening here on the flathead, so I just have to start, going on the top now. As you can see, I pretty much mold this thing. So like I said, you're gonna damage it a lot. So make sure you start at the bottom. That way you can't really see that. So I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all opened up. I've been working on it for probably about 15 minutes now, and like I said, I already have the bottom's pretty much loose. I just need to start. I'll have to start pulling on it after I get this edge over here open. Okay, so we got the headlights apart, and yeah, I lied to you guys. This is actually kind of tough. The top and bottom are very easy, and the side on the projector is fairly easy too. The side closest to the high beam on this side here, this side was a pain. It took me 30 minutes just to get that side off. So you're going to need a lot of heat. I will say this, invest in a heat gun. I bought a $20 one from Home Depot, and it worked perfectly. I'll make sure I put it in the comments to show you what tools I used. But yeah, definitely get a heat gun. That actually helped me get this headlight apart. If it wasn't for that, I would have been able to get it apart just with the oven. It was really tough. So yeah, definitely get a heat gun. And what I'm going to show you next, I'm going to show you guys what I have to do to get this projector out. So there's 3 T10 torque screws that you're going to need right here that need to come apart. And then in the very back, I don't know if you can see it, there's one there, one at the bottom, and the same on the other side too. So go ahead and take those out. And then like I said, that should release the projector. And then I'll show you guys how to install the Morimoto. Okay, so the projector's out. I will say be careful. I did tear this piece right here. This is very fragile. This ring here, the new projector is going to sit in here, so you don't want to damage this. Okay, and then you will have to unplug this here. This is basically for the high and low beam for the stock projector. I believe we have to use this again, so stay tuned. So I have the bracket installed onto the projector. It's just 4 screws and 4 washers. They go right here on both sides at the top, and at the bottom there's one on this side and then one on this side. On the back here you can see that there's not a lot of room to thread anything in there, so I'm just going to do the top bolts there, and that should be good enough to hold this in. And then from there all I have to do is just mount it right here, and it's good to go. So I've already done the other headlight. The issue I had installing this on is this bolt over here is probably next to impossible to get in there. At least for me. Maybe I don't have the right tools, but I couldn't get that bolt in. But I got 3 in here, and it's pretty sturdy. So yeah, like I said, before I put everything back together, I'm going to take them downstairs, make sure that they fire up. I'm probably gonna play with the high and low beam too, just to make sure that that this flap here opens and closes like it's supposed to. So yeah, like I said, this is probably on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how hard this is. It's probably like a 7 or 8. I wouldn't recommend doing this if you don't know how to do like trial and error, because there's a lot of trial and error you have to do. It should be plug and play for the most part, but for some reason it's still not quite there yet. But you know, like I said, it's available, and you know, if you're not happy with the stock projectors, these will definitely do the trick. So hopefully I can get these in here and I can show you how they look. So stay tuned.